You get paid, you pay your bills, then somehow 2 weeks later, all the money is just gone. If you've ever looked at your bank balance and wondered what on earth you spent it all on, you aren't alone. Nobody actually teaches us how to manage this stuff in school. Fortunately, personal finance really just comes down to 3 basic mechanics: how much you earn, how much you spend, and what you do with whatever is left over. When you feel like you're constantly broke, the problem isn't always your paycheck. Most of the time, the real issue is simply a lack of visibility into where those dollars are wandering off to. Let's visualize this. Think of your money like water flowing into a bucket. Your income is the tap, that is the money coming in. Your expenses are the holes in the side of the bucket, that is the money draining out. And whatever manages to stay at the very bottom, that is your savings. Most people run into one of 3 common traps here. Problem number 1 is when the holes are simply bigger than the tap. You spend more than you earn, the bucket empties out entirely, and you fall into debt. Problem number 2 is blind spending. You might earn plenty of money, but it leaks out through dozens of forgotten subscriptions, daily coffees, and random online buys. Problem number 3 is inflation. Let's say you do manage to save a little, but the money just sits there doing nothing. Over time, prices go up, meaning those stagnant savings buy you less and less. It acts like a silent tax on your money. Ultimately, no matter how much water flows out of that tap, your bucket will never actually fill up unless you take control of those holes. So how do we fix the leaks without a complicated spreadsheet? We can use the simplest budgeting framework out there, the 50-30-20 rule. We just divide the bucket into 3 clear sections. This rule applies strictly to your after-tax income. We are only looking at the money that actually lands in your bank account each month. Let's use a round number to see how this works. If you take home exactly £2,000 a month, half of that, £1,000, goes straight to your needs. These are your non-negotiables: rent, groceries, utility bills, and transport. The basic things you have to pay for, no matter what. By capping these essentials at 50%, you guarantee that your basic survival is completely secured before a single random leak can happen. Next, 30% of your income, or £600 in this example, goes toward your wants. This covers eating out, streaming services, and new clothes. This is an essential step. A sustainable budget actually requires you to spend money on fun things. Enjoying your money is a choice, not a failure. Finally, the last 20%, £400, is dedicated entirely to your savings and paying off any debt. You can think of that final 20% as a direct thank you note to your future self. The real magic of organizing your money this way is the freedom it gives you. Once your basics are met and your future is funded, you can spend that remaining 30% completely guilt-free. Now, understanding the rule is one thing, but actually putting it into practice starts right now. I want you to do just one thing this week. Open up your banking app and simply scroll through your last 30 days of transactions. Don't judge yourself. Don't feel bad about any past choices. Right now, your only job is to just look at the list. You will almost certainly spot at least one leak that surprises you. Maybe it's an app you forgot you were paying for, or realizing how much those quick takeout orders actually added up to. Catching that surprise is your first win. Financial success is built entirely on awareness, because you can't fix what you can't see.